Hello everyone, my name is Chris. These are Inside My Mind series where I explain everything you need to know to become an extraordinary player. We're starting off at the end of the first cash out simply because Soul Hospital has to be one of the weirdest cash outs in the game, meaning that it's borderline impossible to take it. When we look at our build, we have M11, glitch grenade, stun gun, and a teleporter. I will explain everything that you need to know about this build macro-wise later on. And right now we are just griefing orange team. Look at how we are approaching the cash out. Not only we are faster on the cash out B because I teleported the first one using the infinite range bug, but also we are not looking for the steal. It's very important to not be greedy in situations like this, and if you don't have the chance, please do not commit. Value your life, value your teammates' life. It's very easy to lose your life and lose 30% of what you've gained for absolutely nothing. Here we are just looking for a quick cleanup. I'm playing extremely safe, always trying to find off angles, and yep. First of all, we prioritized killing everyone, so no one will destroy us after we cooked the cash out. And now we are just going for the next vault. Vault 3 has already been tapped. This is not a problem. Again, our job, when possible, is not to fight, but rather to pace the cash out into the vault. Because if you would look at the fights in the finals, most of them are very useful, and you are only doing harm for yourself and for the team that you are fighting, because other teams might be a little bit smarter and they've already placed the cash in. Here we are rotating. M11 has its own pros and cons. Obviously this weapon is incredibly nice up close, but the damage drop-off is what makes this weapon pretty bad in the current state of the game, especially if you are fighting against MP5 players. Still, M11 can be an exceptional choice. You just need to learn how to play around it, learn how to use it. Here we are taking our teammate. It's very important as a light player to always approach last, die last, and overall you are not the initiator. You are the person that's lurking, you are the person that's chipping off damage from enemies. Notice how we are always pulling back when necessary, not committing, not dying for nothing. It's really difficult to kill a team that really don't want to die, and then it's so much easier to kill a team that's ready to go in and just completely self-destruct. We are taking the position of power. My heavy is playing with M60. We were able to cook up the medium, and I'm like, commit boys. Unfortunately, another team came, and after getting a few trades, we are giga dead. So the biggest mistake right here is not looking at the tab, and macro wise the only cash out that is running is cash out D. So I would assume that, like, if I were to be smarter, I would have expected every single team to be on us. Instead, I went in like an idiot, I saw the opportunity, my teammates didn't see it, and we died. We'll still have the chance at D, we just need to play it smarter. Again, treat it like a double cash out where every team is just fighting. It's gonna be a complete deathmatch free-for-all. I'm pre-placing the teleporter for my team. Unfortunately, my medium got spawned in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not looking at the zipline teammate. I'm TPing my teammate above. We are taking the position of power. Again, we are not looking for the cash out steal. We are not dying for it, because so many teams I see are making the same mistake over and over again. They're like, oh guys, there are 7 people alive, let's go. Let's actually go and let's try to steal the cash out, while like 10 people can look at you, 10 people can go in and just completely cook you alive. Here I'm playing smart, playing slow, and again we are still second, right? We got some money from kills, and then we have the chance to clean up purple team, so they are going to be third and below the qualification line. Again, I'm pinging the teleport. It's very important because your teammates don't have any UI for the first placement of your teleporter, and sometimes even if you tell them that you're gonna TP them, they're like, wait, where is the TP exactly? So make it a habit to always ping the teleporter for your team. Here I am just tapping 5. As you can see, we are still in a very clunky situation. Instead of going C, which is gonna be a macro mistake, I am actually playing for 5. This was a mistake for me. I should have just focused on the cash out. My teammates would be completely fine. So here I'm teleporting myself to the teleport I placed earlier, and we are swinging far right side for A. We will place it last second, so we will have more chances of defending a cash out like this, because the faster you place it in a lobby like this, more time your enemies will have for rotation, more time your enemies will have for doing something, which is pretty terrible, and you don't want to do that, right? You want them to fight each other for nothing while you are chilling on the cash out. Here I am just placing the cache closer. We are setting up with gas barrels, goo. It's important to look at your surroundings and always understand that you can enhance your cash out defense drastically if you goo some positions of power and stuff. Here I made a mistake. I pre-placed the teleporter, which is a good thing in general, but when you are doing so, the the teleport can glitch through a wall, meaning that your teammates are gonna be spawned above the cash out, not on the same floor, which will, like, you know, ruin you some games, right? So I asked my teammates to find the red barrel and make a hole, and now the teleporter is somewhat adequate. Notice how they're still fighting for C, and we're just gonna place the cash out last second, and it's only gonna be 1 minute, so we will have easier time of defending it. We're gonna receive 2000 from placing the cash out in, and if orange team is gonna wipe, we will be second. And if purple team is gonna steal and orange team wipes, we're gonna be second still. So 55 seconds, pretty bearable. I'm playing right here. I said to my teammate that it's pretty normal for, or not pretty normal, it's kind of safe for me to play here. I'm just playing range, throwing glitches, my teammates are playing behind barricades, everything is Gucci. I still have the teleporter above, as you can see on the UI, and we're just slowly cooking our enemies one by one. I'm playing safe, I'm playing for the cash out, I'm selling my teammates, I have no desire to fight. My only job as a light player is to stun gun a person and stagger the cash out still for as long as possible. So I'm playing here, and I'm looking for the teleporter. I have a teleport in my hand, and I'm like, guys, come here, I'm just gonna TP you, right? My medium is brawling for some reason, and I'm just waiting with a teleport in my hand, ready to stun gun, ready to go in and deny the cash out. Boom. Oh, unfortunately, it didn't reg, or I just hit my teammate. But as you can see here, we were able to cook this cache simply because we properly played it macro-wise. Unfortunately, certain maps have very terrible spawns, meaning that one team is gonna be that much faster on the vault, and there is nothing you can do about it. Here, instead of teleporting the vault and completely avoiding the fight, we have to take the fight with purple guys, and they are placing the cash out into B, which is pretty good for us. They're gonna place it in, we're gonna clean up the last purple guy, or just gonna steal it for free, because it's a 3 versus 1 situation. And I kinda like it, because the cash out has been paced fairly quickly, meaning that, as you can see, cash out A hasn't been started yet, and we are already cooking B. It will give us more time to grief, more time to third party, and overall, it's gonna be good. It is your absolute responsibility to steal the cash out on light, not your medium, not your heavy. You have to be the one that's stealing it. Not only you have the smallest model in the game, and heavy can body block you, but also you can go from nowhere and find angles and be safe, right, when you are rotating to the cash out. Here I'm making a call to my teammates that we need to engage, because it's, as a light player, it's very important to find proper engage timings for your stuff, right? So if you are jumping first, people are gonna turn around for you. If you are not jumping first, your teammate might have the chance to die. So you need to 3-to-1 it and simultaneously start the attack. Obviously, you need to be vocal about it in the Discord. But yeah, here I noticed that my teleport is already running from the from the start of the game, so I'm just resetting it. You throw it in, you wait for another one, and that's not a problem. Very important to destroy this refrigerator. I missed, unfortunately, but when you do, the cash out B turns into a middle of nowhere in comparison with, like, a cash out that's easy to steal and people will have cover. Like, this refrigerator gets completely cooked from one red barrel. I'm proccing the gas once, it's gonna automatically pop after 15 seconds. And here I am just brawling medium for some reason. I lost this fight, the guy was better than me, and we are a little bit cooked, meaning that my heavy player needs to now do all the work when it comes to defending the cash out. My medium is struggling, and overall it's just very, very ugly. I made a mistake, and it ultimately costed us the game. Right? Not the game, but yeah. It feels like they kind of have the time, but they don't, so my medium is gonna... It would be more preferable if my medium would fell off the map before the cash out would go in or out, right? And you would receive money, so you would lose less, but here I am just coining and leaving my teammates. Notice how on light, it's very important to always press W, in the sense that you want to always think about the next thing you want to do on the map. Stop being passive, just always look at the things you can do. So here I am late for tapping 4. I have no desire to fight them 1 versus 3. So we're just gonna grieve them on C. We'll have to be the team that just sits on a cash out and patiently wait for opponents to go, right? So the best thing you can do is to crouch all the way. Crouch so they have no idea that you are actually here. You open the door, you crouch, you lock the door, and then you just sit there and wait for like the clueless guy to place the cash out in. It felt like they are going, but unfortunately they got stuck fighting with the enemy team. So here we are just patiently waiting. It's completely normal to do so if you want to win games. I don't feel like this is cringe. I don't feel like this goes against any rules. It's just part of the game, and yeah, notice how I'm looking at tab. I am looking at the possibilities of us third-partying it, and I'm like, oh, it's 2-1, right? So go, 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 it's 2-1, zip us across. Boom, the guy zips us across, and then we are going in. It's only 2 players on one team, 1 player on the other team. It's 1-1 right now. I'm constantly checking how many players are left. Boom, and easiest third party in my life. Even though the cash out D already started, cash out C is borderline impossible to retake if you are playing it smart. If you are destroying the bridge, if you are destroying the crane, if you are doing all kinds of stuff. Here I was like contemplating whether I should wait or I should not wait. I'm pre-placing the teleporter in the room, and we are doing some magic. I'm looking at the red barrel. By the way, you can jump up here and you need to destroy the glass and then jump like that. Right? Another life hack that I can share is that you can throw a red barrel onto the crane and blow it up, and then you can shoot your weapon, because every single piece of wall item in the finals has durability, meaning that if you shoot like this, the crane is gonna fall, right? So it's gonna fall. Notice how it only took us like 2 barrels plus like a few mags, and it fell. It fell. So here is another boring part. People usually have very bad relationships with hospital, meaning that it's like very low percent of win rate, very low percent of retake rate. So I'm like, guys, I'm just gonna go grieve D, and then they gave me a call that team is on them already, so I'm just coming back. I'm just coming back. Oh, I actually blocked the spawn of the team that's about to spawn on us, so perhaps they spawned the other side and went to third party A. I'm like contemplating whether I should go or not. This gas barrel is also really good if they would attempt the zip across the small bridge. And here I am just being chilling. If they would want to place the pad, I would be able to chip off a pretty good amount of HP from the medium or light. And I'm like, actually everyone is fighting here. I'm looking at tab, no one is approaching us. Again, hospital, pretty impossible to retake. So I'm just going in, and my job is to party poop. Also, I can teleport my teammates, right, with the infinite bug. So here I'm party pooping a little bit. I'm like, yo guys, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Teleporting. My whole team is already there, and we are ready to clean up this, right? If we wipe pink, it will give us the option to be completely fine with the first place, even though we are already first place. What if we just want to grieve them, right? Right here, it is my responsibility to yoink my teammates' trophies and res them somewhere safe. It is my responsibility to die last. It is my responsibility to stay alive, right? I should never be the person that trades my own life for nothing. Like I need to find smart angles. I need to, hook the enemies up. Here the guy tapped 5. I'm like, yo, boom, I'm gonna stun, already dead, my guy just hit every shot, and then I die, which is very, very unfortunate, and we all die, which is like super terrible. We went from having like 30 plus something K to 22, which puts us below the qualification line, and now we can lose the game because of that stupid mistake. I should have just played for prevention, in the sense that instead of sitting on the cash out, I should have just played A side and like looked into the direction where they will approach from, right? So here we make a decision to just stop 6, and if something, we'll just place 6 last second, right? I'm just gonna place a TP, I'm gonna ask my medium for movement, he's gonna fail that miserably. I'm like, what the hell are you freaking doing with that jump pad? Here I'm placing the teleporter so my teammates can be above them, and I'm like, yo guys, this is terrible. One guy is off angling on the right side, and then luckily he had a flamethrower, so luckily he had a flamethrower, Jesus Christ. And here we have the cash out B, right? And then we are doing the same mistake. Like, I'm not playing with the strongest heavy and medium in a game, obviously, so games can be challenging sometimes. Also, I'm playing M11, which is a non-meta item, non-meta weapon. So you would expect something like this. We want to place the cash in. Or what do we want to do? I have no idea. Maybe we can place the cash out last second. Or there is no last second. We were late, so our only plan is to kill everyone, right? I'm taking the position of power, I'm looking at the top, it's like, well, 1, 2 or something, and then we are just approaching, taking the cash out for free because they are so tired and out of utility, out of ammo, and out of position because of a third party. Again, I'm saying to my medium that it's my job to steal. My heavy all should protect me, right? But there is nothing to protect me from. And I'm just playing for cash. I'm like, this is pretty easy. Their teams are gonna come back soon. And obviously Pink is not gonna commit because they don't wanna lose their leadership. Again, not the cleanest game, but yeah, sometimes happens. You need to learn how to win in late game. You need to learn how to think about the next cash, how to think about the next vault. This is the thing that's gonna drastically improve your win rate. Our third game started pretty slow, and after a few deaths, I am just crouching closer to the cash out B. I understand that both teams are going to fight for it, and I am not making the noise, enabling the both teams for a safe fight, just to third party them, right? And notice how much easier it is to chip off enemies that are out of position, thinking that they're going to be the only one. I understand that there is only one heavy. We are cooking him right now and slowly resetting and then stealing the cash out. Notice how there is only one medium in the lobby, but he is not going to be a problem for me. Again, it's not my heavy responsibility to do that, and you will quickly see why. Luckily, I was able to completely devour that person live at the top, Litecoined, and it is pretty strange. Also, we are playing against a pretty strong team on Pink, and on the Pink team there is one of the best light players in Europe named Someone, so we are cooking them like that. They're gonna do a very interesting job of dropping the cash out on the green bridge using goo grenade. When you're playing moving platforms and you place goo, the cash out, which is on a moving platform, will have the chance to drop, and you will receive insane value. You are just standing on hospital and completely cooking everyone that's coming close. You always have the teleporter above to cancel the steal. You always have the ability to beam them from range, and it's just very unfair, right? So we are going for 3 instead of trying to retake A. After the cash out, you always want to look at the next vault, pretty much. Especially if you are playing in a lobby with a cheater, in a lobby with players on your skill level or way above your skill level. Because if you're playing against noobs, obviously everything can work. So that's absolutely not the problem, right? So we are waiting for the next cache. Notice how D just appeared because the previous cache out got cooked, right? So we are going for the cache out D because cache out C is a moving platform, and you really... Is it a moving platform? Let's see. All right, we chose C, right? I have no idea. I have no idea actually what is that. Oh yeah, D is a moving platform, so we chose C. All right, makes absolute sense. All right, so I'm going in this, and I'm teleporting my teammates. There is a team above us, there is a team on our left, so we have to be extremely careful with that. We are placing it in, and one of the best ways to protect a cash out like this is to play here. This room is amazing for protecting cash, because it will allow you to have cover, and at the same time you will have a clear line of sight on enemies that would do the dirty thing, which is stealing your cash out. Right, so we are cooking the teams, right? Notice how pink team is not approaching us and we are not approaching pink team, because we both want to be in the finals, just to have nice challenge, nice game. We both know each other, but also it's pretty risky, because just like in anime, when you possess a secret weapon and two of the secret weapon holders are fighting, one of them should obviously die. And if you will give the chance, or if you will lose to the pink team, you will be 100% sure that they will try their absolute hardest to grief you. So you need to play the game without macro mistakes. You don't want to risk it. You want to play it as safe as possible. My heavy player really forced a kill on the light here, and I'm like, bro, when you are fighting the enemy team, another team can just go and steal for free, because why wouldn't they? They hear gunshots and they're like, oh, I'm pretty sure they're just fighting each other, so we can like at least try to bait and steal. Notice how we are playing pretty far from the cash out, and I'm explaining my teammates where to look. It's also very important, because your TP placement can be very unpredictable and unexpected, and your teammates can spawn and with their spines onto enemies. So here I am looking at tab, I am waiting for placing my gateway. The second they will try to steal, I'm just gonna throw it. The second they will try to steal, and we will interrupt it. Boom, we are going in. This is very clunky, very hectic. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But I just cooked. And here I am leaving. I'm selling my teammate. I'm like, nope. They did not get the cash out. I'm not gonna fight here. I'm not gonna be an idiot. I have to be the last person to die. Because if I die here, we're gonna end up having $23,000 or $24,000, right? Life is just gonna be unbearable. They would try to place 22,000 and another 22,000, and we would have to steal, and they would try to grief us. So I made one of the best decisions I could have made in that situation. Just run away. They cannot steal. My job is not to kill everyone. My job is not to get some insane flashy highlights. My job is not to become the coolest guy. I'm just there to protect the cash out. I'm just there to stop the defender and help my team. Because if you look at my players, like it would take them so long to cook up the person that's defending the cash out or stealing the cash out, and it's so easy for me. My medium was out of position. Again, I'm not interested in dying, I'm not interested in staggering, so I'm just not gonna go. Here I'm like punch throwing the cash out, throwing it away. Maybe it bought me some time, but then again I missed it, and then it came back to the same spot. My teammate is staying alive, and I'm like telling him, bro, if you die here, this is gonna be over for us. So he tries his absolute hardest to not to die, right? Going up the stairs, and then we can always coin. Like you underestimate the coin mechanic in the game, in the sense that you think that wiping entirely is so much better, when in reality it's never much better, because you lose momentum, you lose pacing, you lose positioning, and overall it just becomes very, very ugly. Alright, so we are going for the cash out B, it feels like, and it's a purple team that plays the cash out in. Of course, it was our responsibility to protect vaults from going in. What am I looking? I don't even understand what am I looking. I'm like, maybe something is here. I don't exactly remember. I'm like looking. Aha, pink team is not gonna commit. Notice how they are like beaming me from across the map. But pink team is not gonna commit, right? So what are we gonna do? Oh, it's unlosable, by the way. It's completely unlosable if my medium player does not die. I gave him the call. I'm like, Sintao, you anchor, meaning that you never want to die. You have to be the last person to die. You just sit in the corner, AFK, watch TikTok, I don't know, eat some food, but you don't die. it's only losable if both of them are placing the cash in. So we are destroying the god zip, and I'm like, I'm gonna stun this person. I'm not gonna allow this person to get the cash out in. So we got the kill, and I have the brightest idea in my mind. I'm like, yo, turn around, we can put the cash out in and grief pink team. We can actually make them lose. So we are going, and the pink team knows that, of course, because they're really good players, and they read that. And instead of, instead of placing it in, we are just being chilling. They just gonna throw it away or something. Yeah, they threw it away, and they could have actually placed it in, and they would have won. But yeah, so anchoring is insane. It allows you to like stay alive. We're 31k. It's impossible to lose if not gonna be for double stack, and we are just going in the final round with it. And we ended up playing the final round against a really, really strong team. I can no longer troll with M11 because the min-maxing goes really, really hard. And when you are going for the light versus light duel, it's important to get thermal vision in the finals plus an MP5. It will drastically increase your chances of completely cooking a person alive. And here we have a situation that I wanted to explain. So both of us are in a position of power, but our teammates have positional advantage and we have cash advantage. We would be able to go C, but here I'm making a gentleman's move, which is I'm punch throwing the cash out onto their side. And I'm like, yo, guys, let's take the cash out and fight for something. Because, of course, we all value our time, and it's gonna be pretty dumb if we would just sit there for 20 minutes and like shoot each other mindlessly. So I'm punch throwing the cash out. Yo, this light player is insane, one of the best in Europe. He just completely cooked me alive and went back. It's all right. We absolutely don't care for that. They will place the cash out in, and we will retake it later on. So my heavy player is gonna go and try to res me. My medium player is gonna already set up, and we will start our attack on the cash out A. Cash out A is pretty interesting in a sense that it's gonna be difficult and easy to steal it at the same time, and the only difference between the difficulty level is the knowledge about the players. My medium player is just trolling straight up due to lack of experience, but that's absolutely fine. We haven't lost anything, and we are just going. Thermal vision game looks really, really nice. It reminds me of Modern Warfare missions when you have a night vision and stuff. So here I made a little mistake. I should not have popped vision like right here. So I'm just gonna... What am I even doing? I failed to drop the cash out in, and I'm like looking at environmental stuff, maybe trying to find the red barrel. So our plan was simple. We wanted to go for, we wanted to drop the cash out and then play one above or pad above, right? But my heavy player is playing with the anti-gravity cube, so it's pretty impossible for us to do so. My medium, like, did something, right? And then we are above them, and I'm like, whoa, and so what? And I'm like, yo, we just need to go and steal it, right? And I see the C4, and one of the best things you can do is you can glitch the C4 and fake it. Glitch the C4 and fake it. Boom. Everyone is gonna go with us. Everyone is gonna be like, oh, again, the guy just beamed the hell out of me. Nothing I could do. And here I'm going for a proper play, right? I'm faking it again. Faking for 2 seconds and then fighting. Because this guy is out of position on medium and he's not ready to do anything. And my heavy player is just taking the cash out, right? We baited them, we got the initiative, and it was 1-1 now. So we are going for the last cash out, right? Notice how the light player is doing all the work in their team. It's just, which is absolutely insane. Guy is absolutely incredible. He's an aim trainer main, and we've actually VOD reviewed after this game. He joined my Discord, and we had a nice talk about that stuff. And yeah, he's a really, really nice guy. Make sure you check him out on Twitch. I think he has the same name with like 0 to O. Anyways, we are going for tapping Vault 3. And I am choosing the cash out. I'm like, what cash out should I choose? Oh, here, we're gonna fight here, right? What's gonna happen? We meet them here. I'm glitching right side because I know that this guy is gonna overcommit. I cook him and then I'm rezzing. Mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful prediction from me. I read the situation perfectly. My teammates were able to cook cook them up, and now we have the cash out advantage, meaning that we will be able to choose the cash out that we want to defend. But not only that, we will have the time to set up on that cash out. We will be able to set up gas, we will be able to set up C4s, and we would do some stuff like break zips. It's like, and the cash out C is incredibly difficult to steal. Like, if hospital is 9 out of 10, meaning that it's borderline impossible to steal it against a good team, this is gonna be a solid 8. Solid 8. If you play it well, it's difficult as hell to do anything, and you will see that later on. So we can see that they are going from main, not from the glass, from the right side. And both of us are, or three of us, are looking at them. Of course, you don't want to lose your position of power, and their biggest threat is gonna be padding above us. But they can only pad above if they will zip to us. So hopefully we will be able to see that. I'm constantly looking at the right side, I'm looking left, looking right, because the light player can off-angle, light player can do some dirty stuff with glitches for us. He's also playing thermal vision, so I understand that there is not going to be a teleport on our heads. I'm playing right side, I'm checking, nothing here. Like, there is no need to stare at the main, because every single piece of damage is going to be blocked. So here I'm going in, I'm placing the thermal vision, and I got the perfect timing, man. I'm like, oh, yo, drop, someone is here. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm cooking him, he stunned me, I was able to hip fire him, like, that was so lucky, Jesus Christ. And then we just need to pad above, and cook them. Take a pad, cook them. Oh no. Okay, I was able to one-clip the heavy, which was super nice, and I'm 1 HP. I'm just barely scraping by, right? Cooking the medium, playing my life, like, it is just wow. One mistake and we would lose. I cooked the light player, beautiful plays by me, and then I'm cooking the medium, and that's gonna be the game. That's gonna be the game. So anyways, guys, hopefully it was somewhat educational, hopefully you've learned something new. Let me know in the comment section what do you think. See you next time. Goodbye.